Well, thank you for joining me once again on another episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and happy Mardi Gras to all. As you see, we're still decorated. We got through our first weekend of parades. These are some of my cool beads that I got from that day. These light up. You can't see it because we're out here in the daylight, but this is a cool one. It's actually a little rocket ship that's blasting along. It's made out of plaster, painted. So neat stuff. And so it's going to be another fun weekend next weekend, and leading up to Mardi Gras. So today we've got a Mardi Gras type dirt because it's going to be very colorful, though it won't be purple, green, or gold. It's red. It's red clay from Carolina Gold Girl. So she started off as a viewer on my channel, and was a good friend of the channel, and started her own channel, and now she's making pay dirts. And if y'all remember, we did a sample bag that she sent me. We got a nice ½ gram gold out of that, and she sent me this bag of her snake hole stuff that she's actually selling now to try out. So thank you so much, Carolina Gold Girl. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I'll be packing you up something special here to try out. So with that being said, let's turn to the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana and Mardi Gras headquarters, this table. So, all right, well, our package came in the standard priority box. It was well wrapped with the bubble wrap and taped. She's very good about wrapping and taping. If y'all remember that other package, it was taped to hell. So it is secured. And there we have X marks the spot. Well, where it is. We need to get back where X marks the spot on our bag here. And there you can see it is the Carolina Gold Girl. And she adds the caution may contain live critters and gold. So that's no telling what's going to come out of the snake hole. And then on the other side, it says there, Bayou. It's me, limited edition snake hole blend from Carolina Gold Girl. So very cool. And then she always sends a little personal note there with it, saying thank you. Hope you have fun discovering the beautiful things the earth is hidden for us to discover. Do not leave one stone unturned. You might miss something special. Bust open the rocks. You might get lucky. Carolina Gold Girl. And then it says, let the adventure begin in the paper. So that's cool. So thank you so much. It's going to be fun to see what this is. If we got any critters in there. Or I'm betting we got some gold in there for sure. It's just what critters might still be kicking around in there out of the snake hole. Of course, I am a big fan of snakes. I had that is really heat sealed well. All right, let's hold up a second here. All right, let's get back to we got us opened here. But yeah, I was saying I had a 5.5 foot reticulated python before I moved down here that I had to get a home for. I'd rescued actually from a buddy that had a friend who needed a home for. And fortunately, the guy ended up taking it back when I moved down here, so it went back to its original home. I just kind of kept it for about 5 or 6 years there for him in between, but that was a cool snake. Big snake. It could wrap around my waist 2.5 times. So we have, and there are some of our Gold Girl quartz and stuff rocks, twigs, a number of different little kinds of rocks and stuff in there. I know she's always getting all kinds of looks like, I guess that looks like it might be mica, a flake of mica there, but she's always finding all kinds of artifacts and things that are in her backyard. So that looks like that's a cool piece of something there. Of course, you don't see a lot of this until you get it wet. There's some yellow looking quartz. So we'll start out by classifying her bag down here. This bag weighed, throwing stuff out before I get started. This bag weighed 1 pound 4 ounces. So that's what I think you could usually expect for purchasing this bag. And then it varies in price from, I think she starts at like $35 or something like that. I'll have to look at, I'll have it in the comments on here, but it depends really. The bags price out for how much gold you want in it, how much. She does gems, has all kinds of, she got a really nice bag of gems and stuff from Vendetta on her big Build-A-Bag that she did on that video. And so she's, you can get the gem bags, you can get the gold bags, you can get the basic, like ore and artifacts bag. I guess anything that you want to make up, have her make up for you. So there, it looks like that's some flint. That's a cool piece of flint with some stone on it. So we've got it down to this size. I guess since we're looking, she said scrutinize everything. So we will go ahead and separate it down a little more. Again, I really don't know what warranted, other than she's just a real sweetheart. And I mean, I was like probably maybe the first channel that shouted out, gave her a shout out on her channel whenever she was starting. But I mean, I'm a little channel, so that didn't really do a whole lot for her. But I just really thank you so much for sending me this to try out and show. But yeah, that's some. A lot of this is going to be stuff that's going to probably want to crumble and dissolve down. So whenever you're doing this stuff, you pretty much have to wet it down and soak it and let it break down to be able to recover gold out of it or anything else. So let's get the water set up. There's our 3 classifications that we have, and we'll see we'll clear off the doubloons. And y'all, like, these are all stuff they throw from the parade as well, from the different crews. Crew of Hercules, where I was Friday night, and Sunday was crew of Hyacinthians and Titans. But yeah, they're pretty cool. And like I said, they'll be y'all know I tend to throw in a few beads on the pay dirt. There's the Hyacinthians one with the hyacinth, you know. and then there's everybody's always showing coins on here. I'll show you some coins. There's the Hercules. Except I try to show them where you can actually see them, man. I watch these coin shows. It's like I can't see anything they're doing, you know. It's like, and then there's one. That's an odd gold one from the Gold Doro. But yeah. So, but it's you'll be getting a few of these in some pay dirt bags that I send out next time, or prizes or giveaways or what have you. So I think they're pretty cool. They just throw these out by the handfuls. So you just pick them up, and the next thing you know, you got you a handful of doubloons. The kids love them. All right, well, I've added some water to our above kitchen strainer size stuff. We'll go ahead and add some water to our rocks here for any clay that's in there that's going to want to break down. And shit, I guess I better go ahead and add some to this and let it start breaking down on its own for any smaller bits that might be in there. So yeah, that's some that is some red South Carolina. Wait, she is South Carolina, right? I never can find her. North Carolina. Yeah, I couldn't remember. I called her one or the other. Yeah, I called her South, and she's North. Yeah, she's a North Carolina gold girl. So there is a very quartzy looking rock. That's one that she would say you need to break open and see if there's anything. And actually, I saw Okie Prospector did crush. He got a bag from her, and he crushed it up and got. I mean, he did. It was micro. A couple of micro specks that were in it, but But now I got my new rock tumbler going. That might be a piece that I would throw in there to see how it tumbled, rather than smash it up to try to get a, see if there's a. And I would be doing it with a sledgehammer, and metal plate. This would be my my method. So, like I said, we're gonna let those break down, and that one's looking. I've got a new bottle. I thought it would be here by the time we started this one. My new squirter bottle. I did get. Look how nice and shiny clean that new that new guzzler bottle is. And it even still has that my other one. The first time I used it and took off the tip, I never saw it again. I don't know where it never saw it again anywhere. But we're gonna try to keep this one free of the red stain, like this one has still been from the red clays that it's gone through. And but now I'll have one for sucking out sand and one for sucking up gold without having to rinse out the bottle and change out. So I've been meaning to do that for a while. So, all right, I think we're pretty much dissolved down here pretty good. Let's go ahead. There's a, it was out here in my other bag. That was our first Carolina Gold Girl bag right there in her in the pill pouch from Walgreens. That's one that had just a little bit of this dirt in it that we're doing now, and a half a gram of gold. That was nice, a nice little sample right there, I'll tell you. So we will go ahead and set this up as a side. And where is our get our pour off pan that we'll pour off a lot of this red stuff to start off and try to get it clean. Where there goes our twig. And yeah, you can see where it is a lot of pyrite or crushed mica that shows up in that. But yeah, I'd prefer to put that in my tumbler and see how it turns out rather than crush it up to try to get a few specks of gold that might be in it. And especially that small a piece. I mean, they go through tons of this stuff to get enough gold to see. So we would be incredibly fortunate to to hit something on that, I think. But again, there's that. Again, that'd be a cool one to throw in the tumbler. I'm not sure what it is. If that's some kind of agate in there with that has the streaking or what. But it looks cool. And then, of course, these, I guess that's why we keep seeing the mica. I believe that's what those are, is flakes of, although it feels kind of heavy. But yeah, it's, yeah, when you break it, see, it folds. It folds very easily. And there go the slivers, and there's your mica. So, yeah, that's a perfect demonstration of all the sparkles that you see in these pans. I kept asking her on the last one, what is it? And she just would send me smiley faces and wouldn't tell me if it was mica or if it was, is that mica or is it pyrite, I didn't think it was heavy enough to be pyrite. It just didn't seem to move quite the same, and I believe that looks like, that may be a piece of a shark's tooth. I believe that's what it is, just below the gum line. I used to have hundreds and hundreds of shark's teeth, prehistoric shark's teeth I'd find in one vein, but that's very cool. And again, there's more of that mica. Long little strips. And again, there's that piece of flint. And it's got some other rock in with it as well. Our quartz. So yeah, there's some pieces in here I definitely will throw in the tumbler on the next round and check out. That's just a rock, I guess. It doesn't look like it's... Let's see. Hold on a second. All right. Well, we ran and got my gold toothbrush that I use for cleaning my gold, because I seen her use her wire brush on these to try to rinse them off and get a look at them if there's anything to see. But yeah, it's got definitely some look to it of something there. But again, that's one that I'd be interested in polishing up in the tumbler. see how it did. Yeah, nothing really more showing up on that, but it is a nice conglomerate. There you can see all the different rocks that are embedded in with it, smaller gravels and stuff around the quartz on that. Lots of mica. But you'd think you were washing out a ton of flour gold if you didn't know better. So yeah, we've got some neat looking, like I said, some neat looking little rocks and things in there. I think that's a big piece of, I thought it was pyrite, but it's got maybe pyrite in with it. Is that the calico pyrite they call it? I'm just not that sure. And there's another piece of something that stands out, but very interesting array of rocks for sure. But yeah, that would definitely go in the polisher for that quartz, and I would think that piece of flint would be cool to go in there. Maybe put it in with a bunch of marble. I've got a bunch of marble chips or rocks, landscaping marble. It's a 3 on the hardness scale, and maybe something that wouldn't beat up. I don't imagine that flint and those other conglomerates would not be as. And that's a pretty red. I guess that's iron in that gives it that stains it that red. As you can see it coming off of my fingers there with it off of it. But is any of this stuff magnetic? One little piece there stuck. That's got enough iron to it apparently. But would have thought that other stuff with all that red would be more magnetic. But yeah, that is a cool rock, whatever it is. Zoom back out. And then that mottled piece there. More of the mica. And so I think that's pyrite too, because it feels kind of heavy, but it and it has the look. And there's the mica. neat stuff. She's got some cool stuff in her backyard there, that's for sure. Zoom out. Come on, dumbass. There you go. It always makes me cringe when I see the. Oh, and I think that is part of an old coin of a penny, I believe. I think that's the. You can see the profile, the back of Lincoln right there that runs along the. Yeah, you can see the stamp date on it there. So that's oh yeah, there's the stamp on the back. So that's weird. A rusted, decayed penny. Angel. My cat got out the other night for the first time, and she's in heat, and I think she may be pregnant now, and she's just become a total pain, my little angel. So, all right, well, there was that one. Some cool big rocks in that. So we will move to the medium-sized stuff here, because it is now dissolved down good. And yeah, you can see that's a lot of organic in that. So we will pour that off. And like I said, I let all that stuff settle back down until the water clears, and then I dry it up and put it back in the pay dirt. But yeah, this stuff is just like mica soup. You can see nothing but suspended shiny little specks all in that water floating. That's pretty crazy. And then you see the pan that's just it just glitters. with that stuff. I'm just pouring off the silt. I'm making sure nothing else gets out. But you can see it keeps, it's almost like that Gold Bay red clay where there's no rinsing it, no really rinsing it clean. It's always there. Some dirts are really dirty, but you wash off that initial part, you get pretty good visibility. But, yeah, make sure this stuff is ground up, and I was grinding it up with my fingers. I didn't think there was anything that was clay that was left that was not broken down. Add a little more of the jet dry there. Yeah, I figured we needed to be using the Garrett on this one today, just because I knew we were going to have this kind of stuff right here where you need more water, or else you're changing it out all the time so you can be able to see. Even the smaller stuff here has got a lot of neat olive and shine and colors to it. Alright, I see a little gold showing up there on the corner. Alright, let's pour that, squirt some clean water in here so we can see what we got at the bottom here. Ooh, I'm seeing some nice pieces of gold, it looks like, showing up there. But they're sitting there trapped on top of that rock. Another cool piece of pyrite there showing up. Angel, go on. But yeah, I got a little black cat out here that has not been fixed, and he is the one that she is crying for now, because both of my guys in the house are fixed, and she's turned into this little spitting monster at them. In 3 days' time, she's totally changed from the cat that I've had since June. So I gotta go and get her fixed, and maybe get some kittens. I hate to do away with them there. I know they'll do it when they fix them. I can't tell if that moved like it was a piece of gold or not, but it seems very light, so it kind of looks like it whenever it's showing up on the pan, but it's not. So, all right, well, there we have some very nice, chunky, pretty gold there in this plus kitchen strainer size stuff. That little chunk right there, you can see it's got a yellow gold and a darker gold compared to the lighter, which looks kind of brassy out here in this. We got an overcast day I'm doing this on today, so. But yeah, some pretty. You can see it there. It's got some nice look to it. So let us break out and break in the new snuffer bottle. I could have gotten other bottles cheaper than this, but I like the Garrett, so like half the price. This is like $13. I went ahead and got it because I had the free Amazon shipping on it when I ordered the rock tumbler, so I went ahead and threw one in there for the free shipping, so I wasn't paying $20 for it. But yeah, I could have gotten one for $6, but it's not. I like the I like the proven one there that I've been using. So that one chunk there, I guess that is the piece of pyrite there that's got that chunky look to it, but very cool. So all right, well, let's you can see all the organics that have floated up on this one now. Let's see, can we even pour? It's so thick, I don't even know I can pour it out without pouring out. Although I don't think she has really fine stuff in her dirt. I've never really seen her do any fine gold. We will be seeing her do some fine gold whenever I send her something back, because I'm gonna send her a little something there to challenge her, get her out of that snake hole. Alright, that stuff's poured down to where we need to be, so let's go ahead and pour some off into this. And alright, I'll be back. Let's see what what I'm dealing with here. Alright, I've gone through a couple of these less than kitchen strainer size. This is, I guess we got about 2 pans left. And it's real dirty. It stays murky and full of organics for sure. But we found no gold in the smaller classification here, so it may all be settled in here like it tends to do at the very bottom of the last pan, where it traps it just like it does when you're panning for it, or when you dump out your pay dirt bag. And if you pour it off the top, you don't seem to get as much gold as when you do when you get down to that bottom, because yeah, gold settles. So we'll I want to say thank you though to everybody who's been watching the Mardi Gras parade videos and the pre-parade there, showing the floats. And it seems like there's a lot of people that enjoyed getting a little glimpse of what we have going on here. And like I said, it is Mardi Gras on the bayou, because it's going on 50 feet off of the bayou. It runs through the middle of town. So that's not just a coining a phrase. It is a valid places. It is a bayou it's practically Mardi Gras in the bayou if they were another 50 feet over. So there we have. I'm surprised there's like I said, I know she's doesn't deal with a lot of small gold that I've seen, but I do know that she's done a number of Miners Depot bags. We saw her do the big the big Vendetta bag, which tends to have a lot of small gold in it, and not so much with the Gold Bay when she was doing those troy ounce buckets, buckets or jugs, whatever that comes in there. But I know she's done a ton of Miners Depot though that does have perfect size small gold, that it would be just right for this material here, where it wouldn't be that hard, that impossible flour gold. But Miners Depot does put out some pretty fine, I guess -10, I guess you'd call it, but between -20 and -10. That's well, we're gonna dive to the end of this one here and see where's again, no, I didn't, it was too wet to do the magnet test. I just kind of held it over the top of the water like it is right here. And like I said, you run it through and you pick up a little bit. You pick up a little bit of black sand in there for, like I said, this is the bottom of this pan. So it does have the magnetics in there with it in this stuff that she has, for sure. And there's a lot of bags that's considered a challenging amount right there that you just saw in this pan. But this is kind of, again, there wasn't that much of it in the rest. This is at the bottom of the pan, so this is pretty much the bulk of what's in all of it that we got. And of course, the heaviest settles the bottom, so we're hoping there's going to be some gold in with this black sand here in the very bottom of this bag. Work But again, yeah, it was really fun recording that, and letting y'all see the Sunday parade. Like I said, the day parade was pretty cool. It's a lot different than the night parade, and you can see I did a lot better on the beads than I did at the Hercules parade when they were teeing off on me there. That last float, that's comical. Watching the camera go blackout as I try to dodge 7-8 packs of beads flying at me at one time, and those things hurt when they smack you because those guys are fucking throwing them like they're throwing hard balls, doing pitches. And that one, unfortunately, that one that hit me in the nuts wasn't traveling as hard as the one that hit me in the drink that smashed and knocked all over my face there before. But yeah, it was. But then you notice on the Sunday parade that all the chicks were nicely throwing them to you. You say thank you, and you get actually. Yeah, a lot better. I don't even know why I go to the frick. I just because it was the first night, just to show it. But yeah, there's a lot. I've gotten where I don't even hardly go to the Friday night parades when they start out, just because of those jackasses and the that tend to be on those floats because they've been drunk since they started in the morning. So by the time they've been drinking all the way down the line too. Then when they're on the parade, and by the end of ours, yeah, they're no, it's not. And if you got kids out there, it's really dangerous. That's why there are a lot of people that just won't take their younger kids for sure to the Friday night parades for that very reason, because it's just not safe, which is pretty sad. They ought to put a rein on those guys, but they don't. It's been that way for years since they've been doing it. But we are getting some gold here, like I said, settled in the last bit, the heavy part of the pan, the very bottom of the pan, which is where you would expect it to be. Let's go ahead and get that out and add some clean so we can at least see what we're washing back, and we'll throw in a little of the jet. So yeah, I came back just in time on this one to get the good pan there of the small stuff. You can see that's some pretty shiny stuff there. And yeah, you gotta be easy on that black sand to get it out. But yeah, you can see there, that is a nice bit of fine gold showing up there. And again, nothing too terribly tiny. Very manageable, but some little variety of colors there. Some pretty looking stuff. So let me get the rest of this. You see, we just gotta you just take back that little bit of sand at a time. It's just trickling grains of sand when you're doing these black sands. You got to work it so slow and so easy. And then when you got small gold like that wire gold I just did on Gold Nugget Sales, this kind of motion right here was enough to carry those wires down very easily. That stuff was super challenging to get clear of. So now actually right there is where I should be bringing in using my old snuffer to suck that sand out of the way as we work that gold down, just like that. Kick up. Well, damn it, sorry, I'm still zoomed out. I thought I was showing something more there, but yeah, where that sand gets along the edge, you kick the gold back up, then you shake it down, give it a couple of rinses. Nice big patch of gold there like I said, in the last pan. I like that. I always feel bad whenever we're doing this and I get down to the last of it and I'm showing this like, oh well, we got the last, especially when you're doing the the larger size classification. You know, you've gotten some good chunks of gold out, and the last one's got no gold in it. Well, it's kind of anticlimactic. Not the case on this one. We've got us a nice, very nice chunks of gold there. So I'm going to get the rest of this cleaned up better, and we'll snuffer it up and look at it. Well, all right, as you can see, we have a very nice pile of gold here. Not that, like I said, that nice little picker there with the beautiful, beautiful character on it, and a very golden looking piece there. Nice tick. And again, our smaller pieces and varying sizes, a little string piece there, so a wire piece there. So very cool. And again, thank you so much, Carolina Gold Girl, for sending me this. We're going to take it in and weigh it up, and we'll find out exactly how much you could buy this bag for if you'd like to have one of these from her. This is her limited edition snake hole run, but I know that it's only limited until the time she can go back in there and drain out the hole and dig some more out, I think. So if not this, I'm pretty sure she could come up with something pretty close to it. So there you go, though. Really, really pretty stuff. And we'll take a closer look at it inside. But all right, man, very cool, interesting dirt to go through. Some like I said, some cool rocks that y'all leave a comment if you think I should tumble them or crush them. That's talking about this one, and not that flint. I wouldn't do this one. Maybe, like I said, I don't know if there'd be something in that or not. It looks like it's got some sparkle, some stuff that could be hidden in it. But that one definitely holding the quartz and the micas and stuff that's in there, and the showing up. You would think that might potentially hold something, but it'd be interesting to see how it polished up. If you could tumble it, for it would just crumble away too much to ever be a good. But that's how I'll be learning as I do this. So, and then again, that piece there, that maybe that chalcopyrite they call it. It's not the regular pyrite chunks where it's solid, like you see it looks like. So anyway, but really, like I said, between that and then our beautiful gold, makes for a very interesting bag. And I'll go through all my tailings again just to double check, and we'll be back. I almost forgot to show part of the bag too. Is the cool, again, the chunks of mica and our rocks, our conglomerate there. So yeah, like I said, our shark's tooth. I'm not sure if that's it. I think that looks like it's probably a modern shark's tooth. It's if I had the gum line, I could see. I can't really tell. It's wet. If that would be the crystallization process from fossilizing, but I think it looks like it is more of a modern shark. But like I said, if I had the gum line on it, I could tell. But it feels light enough. It hasn't really. Doesn't, I had, like I said, I had a bunch of those, but it's still cool to have in the bag, and our piece of flint there. So but yeah, like I said, leave it in the comments on this. Do we want to polish or pulverize? I'm more interested to see how it polishes, but I'd be interested in your thoughts. Well, all right, we have a lovely pan of Carolina Gold Girl gold here, dried up and ready to weigh. And you can see there it's got some really nice chunky little pieces and our picker pieces in there. And like I said, it's just some really pretty gold, a variety of shades to it. And yeah, like I said, some nice pretty little chunks of gold there. So let us we will dump it out on our paper here. Kick on the scale. Make sure that it's wanting to weigh right today, and it is. I put a new battery in it. I think that actually helped the accuracy. It seems like when it starts wearing down a little bit, it gets squirrely. So, all right, well, let's see what Carolina Gold Girl sent us in this bag here. Wow, that is really nice. Look at that. I moved it 0.763. So that's over 3/4 gram of gold there on that from the Gold Girl. So thank you so much. Again, like I said, I don't know what warranted her to send this to me other than like I said, we were, friends on the channel before, and her, show her gold to see what you could get from her for sure. And while we're here, I guess first let's take a look at it up close and see how it looks. All right, well, I think we're set up pretty good for our zoom in look at this stuff. And if I don't keep bumping the tripod. But yeah, I mean, like I said, there's the toothpick in. You can see these are some of the little chunks there. Very nice. And we got our picker back here. Like I said, I still got a speck or two of some sand in, but very pretty gold, very, very chunky gold. Like I said, it's got very nice character to it. Makes for some really pretty stuff. So that's just like I said, over 3/4 gram though. That's really nice bag. So there we have. If you would like to get some of this Carolina Gold Girl Snake Hole North Carolina gold, I will let's see, let's put that back on there. Why is it not tearing out to the same weight it was? We'll add our oh, I just heard a little piece tick that fell off. That's not very good. Usually my paper's pretty accurate on that. There we go. It showed it was weighing 6/10 off different than it was when I took it off. See, now we're at 75.1. It might have been, that might have been the actual weight. Like I said, when I put it on there and then tear it out the next time. All right. There we are, showing 0. Now let's see if we can do this without spilling any of it. All right, we might have been, like I said, that might have been off that 6/10. Well, I don't know, is that? Or I dropped that little piece. There you go. Let's scan the thing, make sure nothing else got away from me on there. Nope. I always check my counter when I'm done with this to make sure that there is no, just like that, with no gold. There's my gator. There's my mascot. He's got a new gold nugget in his and he's guarding another one there. But yeah. So all right, yeah, 0.764. Back to what we're supposed to be. So let's record that number down. So 764. And then we've got, let's go ahead and add, because we're going to put this in with our first batch of gold that we got from Gold Girl. And we'll just get our total of what she sent me on these two bags. This is a sample bag, and then this one. And this one was like over, I've got it written down, but it was like 0.5 something. Well, it's on the video there, but yeah, so a total of 1.27, over 1¼ grams. Very nice. Thank you so much, Carolina. I really appreciate that. And like I said, I'm going to be making you up something real special to send you, and see how you like. I'll make you up a vial of what I'd be selling of mine, just like you're doing on yours, and maybe you can do review on that one for me and see what it is. And but I'm going to throw you in something else special with that too, for sending me all this, because again, that was just very generous and kind of you, and she really is a great person. And like I said, has a channel. It's got a lot of different stuff on it. She did some sonic gold cleaning. She does her, like I said, the big the big Gold Bay jugs and such. So some very cool stuff. So all right, that's looks like we've got our Carolina Gold Girl. Like I said, the Snake Hole Blend limited edition for the Bayou guy right there, Bayou Gold Guy. So thank you so much. Well, all right. That was a very cool bag of gold from Carolina Gold Girl. And I have to say once again, thank you so much to her for sending that. And that was, I heard her bags start at $35 a bag with a half-gram guarantee minimum. And then it goes up from there. So you need to contact her at Carolina Gold Girl 100 at gmail.com and talk to her about what you want in your bag. Like I said, it's got gym bags, basically a variety of different bags. So there's my flash. You can see my lights flashing now. And actually, it's pretty cool. It's got different settings where I can go with the slower flashing or constant on or turn them off. So yeah, man, they've gotten techno on the beads these days. So, but yeah, give her a holler and see what she can do for you if you'd like to get some of this Carolina Snake Hole red dirt. It was pretty cool. Like I said, it was cool material to go through. My only thing would be to say maybe add a little bit more under 20, like 10 mesh gold to, you get some nice chunky pieces in there. Maybe pull out a couple of little chunky pieces and throw in some finer stuff just to make it a little bit more. So you have something in every classification. Usually I classify it down minimally, but it's always good to have that little bit of a variety of size in there. But like I said, for what we had in that and the chunky pieces, especially if it's you're an intermediate to new panner, that's perfect stuff for you, because there's nothing too hard to have to get out of it, but the material is kind of challenging to get it out, especially with that red stained water. So that being said, again, thank you so much, Carolina Gold Girl. Thank you all for joining on this episode, for watching, subscribing, sharing, and liking, and all those good things that go on the YouTube videos. I don't know what's going on with YouTube. I right now, according to them, I'm over like 315 subscribers, but I'm only showing 262. So somehow I've lost over 50-something subscribers, and my channel's not big enough to be getting bots in it. So I'm really not sure what the YouTube does with this stuff. So at any rate, we're up to 3,500 plus views per every 30 days. So I have to say thank you guys so much. Far more than any subscription number that comes up is just viewers to the channel. And I really appreciate that. Leave your comments, like and share. Like I said, it all grows the channel, and it's like I said, I'm just stunned. I'm not doing this. I'm not worrying about getting up to 1,000 subscribers so I can monetize or any of that kind of crap, because I pay the $13 a month not to have YouTube ads on my channel, and I wouldn't want to be sticking them on for somebody else to have to do that. So, and you're doing it for what? $3 per 1,000 views. So no, it's unless when I get up to 50,000 or 100,000 subscribers, then maybe we'll talk about it. But for right now, it's just hitting that threshold to get to the 1,000, and then and used to you had to do that to be able to unlock certain aspects of YouTube to be able to live stream or do certain things, and just like subscriptions right now, you really don't need their analytics have gotten so good that if you watch a video on a channel, more than likely they're going to be feeding that back to you regularly, even without a subscription. So their analytics has gotten so good it kind of works against the creators if you're trying to build a channel with subscribers, because you don't need to subscribe. You can just watch it. It's going to come up to you on you for the videos that you watch. So, but that being said, like I said, it's a fun game to play, and I'm really enjoying it. Plus, I'm winning tons of gold out of it that I keep adding to the hoard. So, again, Carolina, I'll be making you up something very special. And thank you so much for joining me on Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy. And until the next time, which we will be doing a tumbler video coming out here. My tumbler came in, and we've got it loaded with rocks right now, and it's amazing. This tumbler is so quiet. It sounds like basically an air conditioning window unit running in the back room. I don't hear it at all. No issues with the sound at all. So very cool. So till then, peace out, my friends, and happy Mardi Gras. Thank you so much.